Welcome to the end of day review for Wednesday, 22 November 2023. Looking over the news releases for the day, bearing in mind that I traded USDCAD during the London lull towards the New York session. What you can see is the relevant news that affected my trade was unemployment claims and then revised UOM consumer sentiment. Both of these news releases were positive for the USD and were aligned with the trade that I was in at the time. Going through the live analysis for USD CAD, starting with the 4 hour, essentially just to recap, so the 4H market structure recently had a change of character, so the bearish trend isn't confirmed, which enables us to then consider previously confirmed pro trend 4H OBs. We can, looking to the left, essentially what you will see is that market structure was confirmed bullish, which then led to this pro trend previously confirmed OB being identified, the chalk being validated, which then created these primary leg OBs which we could consider trading from based on the previously confirmed trend. We also had the pro trend extreme unconfirmed OBs being tapped, with a chalk which validated subsequent primary leg OBs to be tapped. We then had this range identified which wasn't tapped. If you pay attention, it just misses it. So I wasn't too concerned with trading shorts, or I hadn't considered the fact that there is a better than average chance that that we could be having reasons to both long and short. Obviously it didn't tap, so if you're going to trade, you should only be trading longs, and that was the basis of my ideas for both Monday and today. However, what you can then see is, although I got in quite nicely and this was my target which wasn't reached, you can see price went all the way and then returned back, and I took a break even. So the trade essentially ran about 6 hour, just over 6 hour, and then came back break even. And I think what I didn't consider is the fact that there was a chance that we were trading between two OBs and there was reason to both long and short. Whilst I didn't necessarily have to trade short ideas, I should have considered that in terms of my trading plan, when there is reason to trade both directions, then we should aggressively TP based on 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 hour, depending on what's possible. In this case, 1 to 5 hour was more than valid and available, and I should have taken my targets at this point. However, because I didn't acknowledge this point, I held on and took the break even, which is painful, but we can learn from it, right? So that was the basis for my longs for the day. As you can see, starting off the day, Asia created the low of the day, which is fine. As the day developed, you'll see demand was clearly in control, and I decided that because demand was in control, I could take this long entry right here and essentially target this level, which was my ADR and also the last IRL point before the extreme. However, price got pretty close and didn't take it, and pretty much came back all the way and took me out break even. So the idea was perfectly valid, it made sense, everything lined up perfectly. However, my risk management protocols were somewhat lacking in this regard. Yeah, but that's essentially it. That was a really good trade on USDCAD. I'm glad I did spot it. So these are my live charts. I did go ahead and do an end of day fresh markup just for for my record keeping, but essentially the analysis is the same. There are no differences, and yeah, this is what I should have done. I should have targeted at this 1 to 5 level and called it a day at that point. It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, so this brings me to the conclusion of the end of day review for Wednesday, 22 November 2023.